Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. My name is Mitchell Osborn. You can find me at mitchellosborn.com. The link is right there. And this is an unboxing and I'm doing it live on Facebook. So I know some of you are joining me on Facebook. On my Facebook page. It usually takes about 10-15 seconds before I see you guys out there. But thanks for joining me. If you're watching this in the replay on YouTube, I think you're going to be in for a treat with this amazing deck that I'm going to be unboxing. And then I'm going to do a few readings at the end, probably about 5. And they're going to be probably different than what the deck requires, because I'll tell you about that. So I see Michelle out there. Hello, Sarah Jane, my dear friend. You guys, if you ever need an amazing hypnotherapist, she does QHHT, Sarah Jane Riley. Check her out. Hello, Samantha. Hello, Foma, Mary. Melanie! So you guys, if you see Melanie Henson Osborn, she is my long-lost sister-in-law from another mother, father, brother, sister, something. Hey, Jessie, how are you, girl? So, yes, so this, and let me show you, and let's go from there, because we have the deck creator in the house, and I'm not related to her. So here is the deck and the information. So right here, there is this beautiful bag that it comes with. And I'm still new at this, so this gorgeous bag, as you can see, drawstring bag, just kind of a typical beautiful bag, great material, I really love it. This is the back of the cards. So as you can see, it's still in plastic. I did pull up a little bit of the plastic right here so that I wouldn't struggle when it came time to unbox it. And then this is the book. As you can see, it's got quite a few pages. And there it is. This will be the screenshot I hope it gets. Art History Tarot for Past Lives. And of course, there are two things here. Two things that just caught my attention immediately. Tarot and past lives. Because I'm a hypnotherapist as well. And I do work with past lives and in between lives and all this kind of stuff. Oh, it's gotta get focused. So focus. So hopefully that will focus, because that will be like bugging me a little bit. But yes, so Melanie Henson Osborn, she is right there in the chat. And Melanie, go ahead and post the link for them to purchase this deck. Because I just got this deck, I think, a day ago, and I'm going to the communication we had via Facebook Messenger. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Joanne. So this amazing deck, she's going to post this, the link where you can purchase this deck, and it is $31, and that includes the bag, the book, and shipping. And it's at redorchidpublishing.com, but she's going to post that so you can see it right there. Art History Tarot for Past Lives. And also, she said she's finishing up a 21-day workbook for working through past lives. And if you buy the book, which is just an additional $12.50, then you get the book, you get that book in the deck, and you don't have to pay extra shipping. So yeah, so Melanie posted that. It takes about, like I said, it takes about 15-20 seconds before I finally see it on my board here. But yeah, so $31 for the deck, bag, book, deck, and then there's an additional workbook. Yes, definitely keep posting periodically, and especially right at the end. So thank you, Melanie. And Melanie's going to chime in. Remember, you're about 10-15 seconds behind me talking. So you're going to chime in as I go in case I mess something up. But I have not opened the deck yet, but I did peruse through the book. And so this is, and Melanie, I'm going to say, I have a past life deck from Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss, but it is just an oracle deck. And what you did, what you have done, this concept really is a little mind-blowing and a little amazing for me. So there's a great introduction here, but what I want to show you is, here is a spread, and it's a little a la reminiscent of like the beginnings of a Celtic cross. And I wanted to show you, these are the six cards that you pull to connect you through a past life. And they are core, and that's the where and the when. Crossing core, more where and when. passing influence, which is kind of in the past spot. The U interior qualities, which is kind of like the below or subconscious, depending on what kind of Celtic cross you're looking at. The U, how others see you, which is kind of like where a lot of times we're like the above or the conscious mind. And then how life is manifesting, which is often the future card. So you can see those 5 there as well. I'm trying to get you that. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm going to kind of go through. But yes, so I am unboxing this, and Melanie, please chime in and talk some. But let me unbox this deck. So first of all, like I said, the back of the deck are these beautiful flowers. I don't know what brand these are. Oh, probably an orchid, because it's red orchid. I know, I'm pretty. I gotta throw this. If I don't throw this away, Bart right here, he probably hears me messing with it. He'll go in the garbage can. So, and this is what's so beautiful about this. And like I said, I looked through the book just a little bit. So the 0 card, which is the Fool, which is you. So you can see this, and this, let me show you what's down in the corner here. Come on, you can focus in. So what it tells you is the artist's name. Let's see if it'll focus in. So let me do it this way, see if it'll focus in here. So you can see the artist's name. Yeah, it's kind of hard. There you go. Date, all this kind of stuff. So, and again, this is just beautiful. So this is the Annunciation. I think I'm saying it right. The Annunciation. I had to turn my light off because it was too much glare, so now I can't see what's on the card. So this, again, this is the Fool. This is you. So beautiful. Then card number 1, which is traditionally the Magician. It's Africa. And again, let's see if I can see with my light here. Africa, unknown, 1682 is when, again, the focus is not working. So there we can probably see a little bit better. Ta-da! So there, the Magician. And again, she's put down in the corner, she's put what it is. So that's a Magician, but it's number 1. So this is Africa. The location is Africa. And I love this one, Before Christ. And this is number 2, which is High Priestess. And again, you can see the images here. And I'm not going to go through every single one because that's 78 of them, but I want to go through Mother. Look at that. Beautiful. That is Empress. Father. All right, come on, focus, buddy. There we go. Beautiful. Father. That would be the Emperor. And this one is Isaac blessing Jacob, 1683. And here is 5, Religion. And these are pieces of art that are well known if you're an art enthusiast. So, and Melanie said, the Fool's Journey is your journey in a past life reading. And again, I just want to kind of glance through Lovers, beautiful. And this is America. So again, the setting where you may find yourself, Strength as the Strength. Asia, beautiful. So you can see, because this is telling you like a location. Fate. Justice. Oh, look at the scales. I love it. And I am not an art history person. Premature Death. All right, and this is Hangman. I love it. So you may have been a witch, burned at the stake, premature death. And then here is Death. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, just beautiful. Karmic Lessons, which is Temperance. And Melanie, please chime in. I'll try to read stuff. Hey, Lisa. I love it. Slavery, which this is the Devil. So you might have been a slave or maybe a slave owner in a past life. This is Plague. This could have been, I'm assuming this could have been like the way you were taken out, which is the Tower card. Here is Europe. So again, giving you the location. Come on. There you go, focusing in. So Europe, and this is Star card. So here would be the moon card, which is South America. And here is Australia, the sun. Oh, I love it. I love the concept so much so. And this is Middle East. Oh, I love that one. Judgment. So Melanie said, temperance card is a drunk who hasn't learned temperance. I love it. And Melanie, I'm assuming that's because you've studied the paintings, you know what the artist was trying to create and communicate. Melanie, I know this is a lot to type, but remind me something you typed to me personally. You said the power from the artists that are dead and gone is coming through these cards as well. So their lives are even echoing it. Hello, Michelle. And then here's migration, which is the world card. And then we start going into, this is Ace of Cups. So this is Turkey. Spouse, Two of Cups. Friendship, Three of Cups. And look, it's three ladies. Just, Melanie, this is really brilliant. And I tell you, and it's funny because I was like, I don't know these paintings. I don't know what to say. So Mari said, Melanie, you do past life. And yes, Melanie is a medium as well. That I did read as well. So Melanie is a medium like me. And in her book, she said that a lot of times she's working with clients and she loves tarot. So she used tarot for past lives. And sometimes the tarot cards I think the way she said it didn't just give her enough information. And then she would be jumping back to her mediumship to work, because a lot of times when I'm working as a psychic and a medium, I'm seeing their past lives, especially with like I'll be talking to a client and we're talking about their daughter, and I just immediately see the connections they've had in past lives. And Melanie was saying how that felt clumpy, like going back and forth between working with the tarot, working with her psychic or medium skills. So now Melanie just said, again, Melanie is the creator of the deck, Melanie Osborn, Henson Osborn. The spirits who created the art played a role from the spirit world in creating the deck. I don't feel I connected with all of them, but many of them were certainly involved. I love it. I love it. That just gives me even more to work with. So like I said, at the end, I'm going to do some readings, but I'm going to do them more as tarot cards because I don't know enough about the artwork. And maybe Melanie, if she's still around. And we're only going to be here about maybe 30 minutes total. So here's apathy, which is Four of Cups. And again, if you know Four of Cups, it's kind of like pondering, waiting, or an apathetic kind of a thing. I'm going to jump ahead just a little bit. And let's see, this is Three of Wands, high Middle Ages. And then she has the dates, like 1000 to 1250 AD. Five of Wands, 18th century. Let me find, okay, Queen. So here is the Queen of Wands, visible woman. Queen of Wands, beautiful, beautiful. And again, I am not an art historian, but these pieces of artwork, I love what you've chosen. And Melanie just clicked another link. Oh, this is the link to purchase the deck, you guys. And the deck is really a very good price. It's a very, very good price. So this is Philandering Man, King of Wands. I love it. Oh, this is Japan. So this is Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh, I had to pull this one. So genetic illness. Genetic illness, and this is Two of Swords. And this is dreams. Looks like Nine of Swords. Yes, because the woman who wakes up in most traditional Rider-Waite. Melanie, you are welcome. I told you I love opening the deck right when I do this. So I'm really, really loving, glancing at the cards. And again, not an art. Queen of Swords is Elizabeth. Oh, I love it. So this is India, Two of Pentacles. So India, is that Taj Mahal? Is that the real wealthy place? I can't remember. Let's see if it says it on there. Yes, Taj Mahal. Yay, I got something right. I did pay a little attention. And then this is, I think this is Five of Pentacles. Greece, Five of Pentacles. I'm going to pull just a couple more, and then I'm going to just kind of do some little readings here. King of Pentacles, true friend. I love this one. Knight of Pentacles, sorry, Knight of Pentacles. And then finally, oh, I'm glad I saved this one for last. I love this one. So this is Indigenous Man, and this is King of Pentacles. And this looks like Buffalo Bill's back. My eyes are not old. Buffalo Bull's back fat. Beautiful, beautiful. Greece is 7 of Pentacles. That's what Melanie said. Oh my goodness. So there you go. Oh, so let me just put that right there. So this is the booklet that comes with it. Okay, I am shuffling. So here's what I want you to do. I'm only going to pick 5 people. So right now, get your fingers ready. I need you to type the word me, M-E, and then your first name. So when I see me and your first name, I'm going to pull 1 card for you. Me and your first name. I'm only going to go with the first 5 I get. I know I love that, though. She said Buffalo Bill's back fat. I love it, though. So hit me and then your first name. So Mari, you're first. All right, Michelle, Cynthia, Lisa, and Pat. Okay, that's it, Lisa and Pat. If I missed you or if I did them out of order, I'm sorry. So the first Michelle, because I think I have 2 Michelles here tonight. Yes, Michelle B, as in boy, but I think it's Bouchelier. So thank you for posting out. If I did not call your name out, and these are the ones I'm doing, I know. Angelique's like, damn it, I misspelled your name. It's okay. Type A, let it go. So here's what we're gonna do. So Mari is number 1. Michelle B number 2, Cynthia number 3, Lisa number 4, and Pat number 5. If I did not call your name right there, then what you do is in your head choose 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And when that card is pulled, you just accept it as yours as well. So this is, and if you're watching in the replay, that's how you do it. So if you're watching this in the replay, then what you do is just choose 1 through 5. Just choose 1 through 5. So I've got the cards and I'm going to shuffle them. And if you know me, I love to shuffle a new deck. So I'm going to pull for Mary first. And then if you chose number 1, then this will be for you as well. So, Cynthia, you are welcome. So, and you guys feel free to share this. I don't know if you can share it now, but also when it's done, it'll go to YouTube. So if you got a reading, you can go back over there and watch it again. So again, Mary, I'm going to pull 1 card for you. I'm probably going to read a little more like their tarot because I can do that. But I'm going to look at the image as well and let that guide me. I'll let Spirit guide me as well. And then also Melanie Osborn, my long-lost sister from another mother and father. If you want to jump in and give me like a 1 card reading as well, especially if it resonates with you as a past life. So, all right. Deck down, and for Mary, your card is Europe, and this is the Star card. I love it. So this is beautiful. So I love that this came up for Europe, and the Star card. So for you, Mary, I want to say for you, for this being the Star card, continue to hold out hope. For whatever it is that you might have been hopeless about. And I love this image of this woman. And I love the way she's looking kind of down and back. So I want to say focus on some of the things that were in your past. And almost like go back and heal them. You know, give them some hope. So, like I said, because I feel like she's looking to the past, but this is a star. So it's like, allow that healing to happen to what happened in the past there. Yeah, it's like, now I can point to the card. So right here, see, she's looking down. So, and like I said, Melanie, if you want to jump in with this image and let me know any more, you can, but if not, no pressure. So Mary, that's your card. Anybody who chose number 1, Star card, continue to hold out hope. And stay focused and maybe do a little bit of healing from some things from the past. This is a little thing I do, and I just did it about 30 minutes ago before I came online. I had a random, I'm trying to remember what it was. I had a random flash. You're welcome, Mary. I had a random flash of being in a restaurant somewhere where it was like maybe 20 years ago, just boom, a random flash. And I just, in my mind, I went, okay, I don't remember what was going on in this scene, but I'm going to go back there and let me, my younger self, know everything's going to be okay. If there was something, kind of life-threatening or scary or something going on, I just go back and I send the younger version of me a little bit of hope and a little bit of love. And if I remember specifically what was happening, I can address it just like I'm an adult talking to a child. So, so Melanie said, probably a past life in Europe, although that's a bit easy. Yes, absolutely, a past life, because the card was Europe. And you said this is a map of Europe in the shape of a queen. Oh my gosh, you're right. That's beautiful. I didn't even realize that. I was so focused on her. And star means spirit world will send omens. I love that. So Mary, the spirit world is going to send you some omens. And I think, if I remember, you might be taking a trip, but I don't think it's to Europe. So we've worked together. So, all right. So that was for number 1, people. And again, I love that Melanie's spouting some things off, because anybody watching this in the replay, you'll be able to see that as well. That's why I'm trying to repeat it all. So, Michelle B., this is for you. And this is, plague. So, and this is tower. So I would say for Michelle and anybody who chose number 2, so if you've ever felt like maybe you were someone in a past life that really dealt with some hard physical crap, or maybe you're someone that is still having some of that karma of a lot of physical stuff going on with you in this lifetime, then this is some of that kind of coming back. But also, I want to say, I'm looking at this card, and I need to look a little closer here. I want to say rely on some of these celestial beings, because I'm noticing what's going on up here. And I think I've seen this image on Ancient Aliens before. But yes, and from Spirit, anyone who chose number 2, Spirit is saying with this Tower card energy, hang in there. We've got a full moon coming up on June 17th, 2019 that is releasing. So release a lot of this Tower energy, and everything's going to be okay. You're going to be fine, because this is just a temporary moment. As you can look at, especially if we're talking past lives, that past life was a temporary moment in your eternity. So let me see. Melanie. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you. So Julie finally connected with your live. Yay, Julie. Oh, that's Juliet. So Juliet, yay. And then Melanie said with this card, past life with Tower energy will manifest as crippling anxiety. So if you have some of that crippling anxiety going on, just know it's rooted in a past life to find your grounding and heal. So and Spirit literally just said to me, if you chose number 2, then it would be a sign for you and an opportunity to heal. So again, something that I tell people who either don't make an appointment with Sarah Jane Riley's a hypnotherapist. Melanie is a psychic and does past life work with these cards. I do hypnotherapy and work with tarot cards. I tap into past life. But something I tell people to do is just every once in a while, if you have a flash of a memory, or if you're someone who chose this card and you do have a lot of anxiety, then it would be a great time to just get quiet, get in a meditative state, and just ask Spirit to guide you back to the first time you ever had that feeling of anxiety in a past life or this current life. Maybe it's just age regression versus past life regression. And just go back as your adult self and have a conversation with that younger self or that past life self. Let them know it's going to be okay. Release them of some of that pain. Do whatever you feel natural to do in that moment. Because, time is outside of the body. It's not linear. So you go back and affect a past life, it's going to, change you now. And Melanie said she just got chills with the statement about healing. So this definitely, and something, and not to contradict, and I don't think it will contradict Melanie, I think it will support her. But if you have moments of blueness and depression, a lot of time that's because you're living in the past, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If you're having anxiety, it's a lot of times because you're living in the future, what might be, what might happen, worry, worry, worry. So be conscious of that. And how do you live in the present moment the best way? Mindfulness, meditative breath. The body usually is about the past, the mind is about the future, the breath connects the two together, which is why I'm a huge mindfulness meditator. I facilitate it. If you ever want to facilitate a mindfulness meditation, learn how to do it on your own. I'm working on developing like a monthly mindful mentoring program with Mitchell. Lots of M's. But if you want to get started with a single session, you can book that on my site. So, hey, Shubi. All right, so that was number 2. Number 3, Cynthia, your card is slavery, the devil. This is interesting. And I tell you, so Melanie said the anxiety is a fear that what happened in the past life will happen again. Absolutely, absolutely. Bringing it together. Beautiful. So Melanie, not Melanie, you're Melanie. So Cynthia, this is for you and anybody who chose number 3, slavery. So you could have been a slave in the past. And Spirit literally just said to me, and this is the devil card, and when I read the devil, it is often about being trapped and in fear, chained in place, afraid to move forward. It can be about addictions and habits. And I love that this connects with that, because if you were a slave in a past life, then you're probably always in a place of fear that you're going to be stuck or trapped. And a lot of times we don't move out of these places of pain and anguish, even though we know we'd be better off moving, but because they're familiar, we stay there. Because it's familiar. I always say it's like you're in a boat on a river and you're holding onto a branch. You are exhausted. You're exhausted and you're afraid to let go and move down the river because you don't know what's down there. But you'd rather stay exhausted and hold on because it's familiar. It's familiar. So whoever chose number 3, slavery, devil card, what I would say from Spirit is, again, take a mindfulness meditative state, work back, see if you can find yourself in a slavery position. And this is something that's beautiful that I tell a lot of my clients in hypnotherapy. Whether you believe it or not, hypnotherapy or past lives, story, metaphor are powerful. If you ever cried at a movie or TV show, it wasn't real, but the story moved you and probably changed you. If you've ever been in a sermon or a speaker speaking to you and you walked out of there changed, that's because that story resonated with you. And now that story could have resonated because of a past life, but it could just be simply the story. So even if you don't believe in past lives and you venture back and you have a past life experience and you don't necessarily believe it, the story still can change you. So let me scroll up a little bit here and see what Melanie said. So hey, Angelique, that would be awesome monthly. Thank you, Angelique. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm working on. And maybe somebody will force me to do it before I get it. And Melanie said, yes, exactly. Re equals pain. Cynthia makes so much sense. I'm glad that makes sense for you and any of the other number 3s out there. Nailed it for you, Angelique. Angelique, you're number 3 as well. And then Melanie said, sometimes we have a slave mentality and are too comfortable in subservient roles. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now, here's why I don't like seeing my arm right there. Here's why I love working with people who do tarot. And here's why I love when I'm in my tarot tribe group and somebody who has no idea about tarot comes in. I'll tell you. 2 times, and it's what Melanie just said. 2 times. This girl, Jennifer, I always said if I talk about the story, I'm going to mention her first name, and she gave me permission. We did a 1-card draw. She pulled the 6 of Wands, and I was like, oh, success, victory, it's a beautiful day for you. She goes, well, no, I don't know. And I was like, why? That's a great card. And she goes, well, I don't know if I'm the rider on the horse or the horse. And I thought, mind is blown. Because what she said after that was, yeah, I did all this work, handed it over to my boss, and he gets all the praise, which is what the rider of a horse does. So my mind will never be the same when I read that 6 of Wands card. Another gentleman who had no idea with tarot pulled the 7 of Swords, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, tell me your I always say, tell me your interpretation first, because that's where I get gold nuggets. Because if I give my interpretation, I usually shut them down because I'm doing this a lot longer than them. So he said, well, I'm a craftsman. So I think this dude is checking out what he just made, his tools. He is so impressed with his own tools and what he's made. And I went, oh my gosh, I never would have thought of that. This guy's usually breaking in or stealing or getting out of some drama or some bad stuff. And Melanie just said, sometimes we have a slave mentality and are too comfortable in a subservient role. The devil card, that card, slavery card, will now have a wonderful new meaning for me. because sometimes we like that subservient role. It suits us. Sometimes we're afraid to be the leader. I know I've been afraid of losing myself to a busy schedule. And about once every month, I've had to remind myself, I am in charge of my schedule. I have boundaries. That's why I have an online calendar and a scheduler. People are like, oh, can you squeeze me in? And I'm like, no, I can't. The only time I squeeze you in is if Spirit tells me to. And I have done that. So Brian said, details, pay attention to those details. Yes. So Juliet, you know a little bit about Tara, but I'm drawn to them and fascinated. Gratitude for all you do. And Juliet, I tell you, I know where you are right now. And if you continue this path, you will be studying and working with Tara for the rest of your life, because it's never ending, just like your life. Well, your life, it'll be a lifetime practice. Okay, moving on. So now coming to Lisa. Lisa, this is for you. Dun, dun, dun. All right, this is karmic lesson, and this is temperance. So if my friend V were here, she'd be like, there's your card, Mitchell. So karmic lessons and temperance. And for me, the temperance card is literally like the heating, the cooling, because you temper glass by heating it and cooling it to make it stronger so it doesn't become so fragile. It becomes stronger. So the karmic lesson, I would say, for whoever chose number 4 and for Lisa, please, this is Spirit talking. Get your lesson learned. Stop repeating it. Get it learned. This kind of energy shows up a lot of time when I do animal communication. Somebody will have an animal. This happened to me and Fabian. We had a Pomeranian. She was in our lives. She exhibited a lot of these, behaviors and patterns. 5 years later, we rescue another Pomeranian, starts exhibiting the same behaviors. And I'm like, okay, we didn't learn the lesson, and even one of our cats started exhibiting some of the same behaviors. So sometimes we continue to go through the lesson and our animals are showing us, pay attention. I'm trying to show you the lesson here. So definitely watch for the lesson here with this temperance card, which is number 14, which is 5. And Spirit's drawing me to number 5 because 5 is literally, it's shifting, it's moving, it's changing. So, and Melanie says of the temperance card, she says, karmic lessons equals you are working on something from a past life to create balance and therefore temperance. And Melanie, thank you, because that's something I learned at this past reader studio with the temperance card. It's about finding a balance. And that's something. And temperance was a card and is still a card that I have had trouble with. And it could be because of the balance. And also someone said it's moving between the right and the left brain and finding that balance with the water and the fire. And I'm a Leo rising and my sun sign is a water sign. So I have that trouble. If I'm at a party and no one is playing the host, I'm going to do it. But if somebody's taking charge, I'm fine sitting back and being receptive. So Kathy said, darn male poodle won't quit peeing in the house. And I tell you, Kathy, this is a lesson. This is one of the things we have. And I tell you, who is pissing on people? Who's got a pissy attitude? They reflect what's going on in our life. Now, the one thing, and I'm diving into animal communication, one thing that you want to do, Kathy, and anybody listening is avoid continuing to support that thought. So if you're driving home and you're wondering, is the dog gonna pee in the house before I get there? The image you're sending that animal is, please pee in my house. The image you want to say is, I'm so glad they're peeing outside. I'm so glad they're peeing on the pee pad, wherever they're supposed to. So send the positive reinforcement rather than, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't pee in the house again today. I hope these two cats don't fight again. Every time you think the cats are going to fight, that's the image you're sending them. So avoid reinforcing the behavior that you don't want. Remember, everybody listening to the sound of my voice, worry is a prayer for the very thing you do not want. You do not want. Kathy, you're welcome. You're welcome. But sometimes it's just someone wants to piss on everybody. They're just a pissy attitude, pissy nature. And this is where I'd say, pull a card and find out what's going on. Maybe you need to work on something that's going on in your life. Maybe there's some kind of help or forgiveness that needs to be happening. So, all right, last one, Pat. Pat, this is for you. All right, Pat. So, So Pat, I love it. The Indigenous Man, which is the King of Pentacles. So, and Melanie definitely weigh in on this. Hey, Gina, what's up, girl? Hey, Trisha. How's everybody? So Indigenous Man. So this, Pat, I bet you this resonates with you. An Indigenous man, of this Americas, you know, and it's funny because we were kind of joking. This is Buffalo Bulls back fat, which I just find hysterical. That's the name of this piece of artwork. But really, really beautiful. And it's the King of Pentacles. So I would say stay very grounded. Actually, this is about, and I know, Pat, I'm going to stay, high level with this because I know you personally, from working with you. Make sure you stay in this is from Spirit. Make sure you stay in physical contact with those you love. Make sure there's physical touch. Make sure you maintain that touch, that hug, the stroking of the hair, the patting, the physical connection there. So there's something that maintain that physical connection. Don't be afraid. Don't connect in. Anybody who chose number 5, that may resonate with you as well. And I'm hoping Melanie gives a little more information on this card, because this being for Pat and I know her, I'm trying to stay high level and not get into our business online here. But yeah, so definitely physical touch. For anybody else watching, stay grounded. Keep that grounded nature, you know, right there with you. And then Melanie said, King of Pentacles, a past life of stability buoys up during a difficult life challenge. Oh, beautiful. So, Pat, I hope you heard that, and you can see what Melanie wrote, because Melanie Osborn, you guys, Melanie Henson Osborn is the creator of this deck, and she's posting where you can purchase this deck. But she said, King of Pentacles, it's a past life of stability buoys up during a difficult life challenge. Oh, Pat, are you listening to that? During a difficult life challenge. I know that was for you and something very powerful. Very, very powerful. And she said, Buffalo Bills back fat was the name of the chief. Oh my gosh. That is so wild. I love that. I love that. So if you chose number 5, that message was for you as well. So yes, Pat, love you, love you. Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon. I love that you got on tonight. So you guys, those were just some of the cards. Here is the deck and the booklet that comes with it. Melanie, definitely post, once again, that website as I'm getting close to sign off. And here's even the bag that comes with it. So this is a beautiful, powerful deck. The redorchidpublishing.com. It is the Art History Tarot for Past Lives. She has a 6-card spread. It's kind of like the start of the Celtic Cross, but just not the final 4 cards. So the first 6 of like the Celtic Cross is what it looks like, if you know that, to tap into your past lives. Melanie, if there's anything else you want to say, start typing now because there's about a 15-second delay. The deck, I believe it was $31.50. That's the book, the bag, the deck, and the shipping is included. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then if you there's a 21-day workbook that if you order it as well for an extra $12.50, you don't have to pay shipping on that because she just adds that right in. But just a beautiful deck. Thank you for joining me and unboxing this. So let me just kind of pull that off there. So more spreads in the workbook. Okay, so yeah, there are more spreads in the workbook, so definitely check that out. So thank you everybody for joining me live. Please feel free to repost this, retweet this. I'm going to save this onto my YouTube channel. So Melanie, you can go over there and share that or share this as well. Either one's going to be fine with me. And let's see what else. I think that's about it. Thank you all for joining me. Yes, book, bag, and deck, shipping all included, $31.50. Angelique, you are welcome. All right, everybody, have an amazing day. Happy Father's Day if you're a father watching. And tomorrow's a full moon. And if you want that full moon spread, you can go purchase it right now. I can get it back to you tomorrow night. What else? You can find me at mitchellosborn.com. I do animal communication, mindfulness. I teach you how to do it. I take you through a session. And I will follow up with you in my monthly mindfulness mentoring program with Mitchell that's coming up. And what else? I read tarot cards. You can buy a spread that I deliver back in a video just like this as well. So, Melanie, thank you, Melanie. This deck is amazing. I truly, truly appreciate it. You guys go buy this deck if it resonated with you. Support a wonderful, deck creator. That's one of the reasons why I do unboxing, because I love to support, I love to help, and especially decks that really resonate. And this one certainly resonates with me. You will see it more. That's for sure. All right. Namaste. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.